Hello, very good evening. This is Naveen Kumar R. So the today's topic is create a custom app in Salesforce. So here you'll be learning how to create your own custom app. And today's agenda, what we are going to cover is that what is meant by cloud computing, what is Salesforce, benefits of its cloud computing and Salesforce, what is a CRM, what is a Salesforce app, steps to create the app. Okay, first thing is you need to understand what is meant by cloud computing. It is nothing but the cloud computing might sound something really complex for many people, but it is nothing but internet-based computing, where you would be using a network of remote servers hosted on the internet to store, manage, and process data rather than local servers or a personal computer. Okay, so we're working on cloud computing. You'll be able to understand software apps delivered on the cloud. That is, you will be your software apps will be present on the cloud, which will where you have to utilize this service by pay per subscription model. Software apps accessed via the cloud. That that is where the client can access the software apps via the cloud. That is where you'll be using SaaS. There are different models are there in cloud computing, that is SaaS, PaaS, IaaS and all. IaaS means infrastructure as a model, infrastructure as a service. SaaS means software as a service. PaaS means platform as a service. Let me have the benefits of cloud computing so that you will have a fair understanding of cloud computing. First one is multi-tenant. Uh, Multi-tenant means it's an architecture in which a single instance of software application serves multiple customers. Each customers is called a tenant. Tenants may be given the privilege to customize some parts of the application. Multi-tenancy can be economical because software development and maintenance costs are shared. Second one is when you go with cloud computing, that is pay per use. You don't pay for all the services available, but you just pay for the service you require. This would help in reducing the overall cost, and you would be having an estimate of how much you would be spending at the end of the year. And the third one is scalable. It is one of the rich features that cloud computing provides. Cloud computing offers organizations the ability to scale their computing resources as and when required. That is about cloud computing. Hope so you got a fair understanding of cloud computing. Okay, so now we are moving to the next one, that is Salesforce. So when you come to the Salesforce is a cloud computing platform who provides service as a SaaS and platform as a software. SaaS means software as a service and PaaS means platform as a service. Okay, so since we are using cloud computing platform which provides SaaS and PaaS. So what is the difference between SaaS and PaaS? That means your application which will be or your software which will be present on the cloud, that is called as in software as a service. Okay, and a platform as a service. Now let us say you have used apart from Apex programming language, where we'll use in Salesforce, we have variety of programming, object oriented programming concept, like let us say the Java, C++, Python, whatever the emerging technologies which are there from decades together. So when we want to write our code, we need to have an IDE, correct, right? In order to have IDE, and you need to have a compiler to which has to be run in your local machine. So then only your applications will compile and it will be free from bug. Then the other person will be able to access your application, which will be present in the internet. So instead of me having all this set up in my local machine, I need to have a internet. Okay, I'll be connected to the CRM tool. I'll be able to build my own application. How Salesforce will help me to provide all this platform, that is editor, which will be present on the cloud, where I'll be able to develop or customize my applications with help of Salesforce. So Salesforce, when you're using Salesforce.com, okay, force.com is nothing but the PaaS, platform as a service. Software as a service, it will provide you the CRM and other many more things. So benefits of cloud computing and Salesforce, as I have already highlighted, one is cheaper, which I have highlighted, scalable, collaboration, and hassle-free. So cheaper because you will not be utilizing the complete resources, you will be paid based on whatever the subscription you have done. Scalable, it is freely, I have already highlighted this one, hassle-free collaboration and all. And if any server get crashed, okay, till now the server hasn't been crashed, and it will provide you 99.91% the servers will be up and running. It will be 24/7 the servers will be running here. And even the like ransom viruses in 2017, which was a huge mess there, even it was not affected on the Salesforce. That much benefits the cloud computing or Salesforce is providing. Okay, now we are going to discuss about CRM. So basically CRM is what? Customer relationship management. Let me give you a fair idea, then we'll discuss about the other things. So in a business climate where acquiring new customers and retaining existing clients is becoming increasingly critical, an agile CRM system is the answer to bridge the gap between business process and managing customer expectations. CRM can be broadly defined as a set of process to manage the company's interaction with clients and sales prospects. It often involves technology to organize, automate, and synchronize sales, marketing, customer service, and technical support. The goal of every organization is usually to create a strong bond between the organization and its client. Okay, the three important aspects of customer relationship management are: first one is retaining. Most organizations spend a lot of time and money in their attempts to acquire new customer at a time when customer acquisition is rising. The organizations should be more proactive and innovative in retaining their clients. The longer customers engage with you, the more they spend on you. Competition can replicate your offerings, but never the experience you provide. Here's why a customer usually leave you for competition. 68% leave because they are unhappy with the service they receive. 14% are unhappy with the product or service. 9% decide to use a competitor. Second one is acquire. Okay. A customer acquisition is very important for the growth of any company. A large number of customers are always on the borderline. They are called fence sitter and could easily swing over to your competitor's side. You ideally don't want to be losing these people because it is very hard to win them back from competition. Fence sitters generally don't have too much of an idea about your competitors as well, so they are relatively soft targets. Third, when you are talking about extend. So when we think about CRM, we always look at how a CRM can help enhances a company's value to its client. For example, when a cosmetic brand decide to launch a new product, they don't directly flood the market with their products. Rather, they reach out to their few loyal customers first because they know that they would surely buy the product and their feedback is very critical. CRM helps us in identify such customers. Okay, now why CRM? Companies always had data around who is buying and who is selling. Couple of decades back, we always had the customer data written in a diary or stored in a spreadsheet. But the main drawback was that the data was not reused to get further insight about customers. Also, the focus was not on customer relationship management. Rather, they had bigger concern in their supply chain and logistic, which were more critical to business. Different customers might have different problems. One solutions can't solve all of them, and this is precisely where CRM helps us. CRM helps resolve individual customer problems at a micro level. From an organization point of view, CRM contributes to high revenues by reducing the maintenance cost and time. Okay. Now, when we talk about traditional versus cloud CRM, unused data. So basically, Siebel was one of, it is called as an on-premise CRM, and cloud CRM, SFDC is called as an cloud CRM. Okay. When we are talking about two types of CRM system, first let me discuss on on-premises. That is your traditional system, Siebel. On-premise would mean that a company would have to install servers, network system, and will have to own all of this to get their CRM systems working. This is how typically a Siebel CRM would work. The main drawback of an on-premises system is that a lot of time and money had to be invested upfront. Okay. When you discuss about on-demand cloud-based CRM, in a cloud-based system or SFDC, Salesforce.com, you don't own anything. All you need is a laptop, internet, and Salesforce.com license. As a company, all you need to do is buy the license because servers, networks, database, and infrastructures are all maintained by the company called Salesforce. We have many cloud-based applications today like Google Apps, Cisco, Citrix, etc. Okay. So today we'll be going to learn what is a Salesforce app and how you will be able to create your Salesforce app. So what is this Salesforce app? A Salesforce app is a group of tabs that makes it easier for user to access a set of related features in the full Salesforce.com browser app. So basically, what is the meaning of Salesforce app means? It is a mobile-based application where you will be able to access this application using when you go to your Play Store or App Store. You can download this application, and if you have developed the application on your desktop browser, you can access through your tabs or in your mobile-based applications. So you'll be if you develop your customized applications, you can access that application in your Salesforce app. So now we are going to create one application that is creating the app. Okay. So whenever you are just logging to your Salesforce, you need to type login.salesforce.com where I have an account. Let me try to log in. So the application's logged in. And whenever you are logging to this Salesforce, when I place my browser or my mouse on top of this, it will let me know which is the edition. I am going to use Enterprise Edition, which will provide. It's a free of cost. Like it will provide a 30 days trial where you can use that applications. Okay. Now these are called as an applications. You can see service, marketing, and all, and these are called as in tabs. Okay, generally whenever you log in here, and if you want to customize, if you want to switch from this is called as a classic view. If you when you log in here, there are two types of view. One is lightning view and second one is classic view. Classic view is a older style and lightning view is the newer style. What is the key difference between a classic and lightning? I'll let you know the difference. In classic view, suppose if you have developed an application in the desktop and if you want to access in the mobile, the look and feel in the desktop application and the look and feel in the mobile apps, there's a complete drastic differences based on the UI. Okay, because here you may see the tabs and there the options will be looking different. So that's the reason they came up across with Lightning version. So what is the mean by Lightning means? In order to have a uniform look and feel that is on the desktop and in the mobile, so they gave an option to the desktop people. Okay, why can't you develop Lightning based application so that the end users will have the uniform look and feel both on the mobile based applications as well as in the desktop based. Okay, if the person is from non-Salesforce background, generally in the websites nowadays you have seen Bootstrap and all is there. Okay, how Bootstrap it is in order to have uniform UI, your look and feel in the mobile app, mobile browser as well as in the desktop browser. Similarly, we are using Lightning in the Salesforce. So now what we are going to do, we are going to create an applications. Okay, so how to create an application? I can go to my setup. Okay, I hope so up to here you're able to understand, right? Because now I'll be demonstrating the hands-on. Okay, in order to create an app, we'll click on this setup, and in the setups you need to type apps. When you go to here, you'll see under the build section, create, that you'll find an apps. Okay, so in this you are going to create an app. Let me click on new, and I try to give an app called as a recruitment application. So label the end user need to provide, and when I press the tab button, you can see the recruitment application, it has been auto populated. Description you can give, okay, I can give it as an universal container, which is a shipping company looking for recruitment process application. That means they are hiring internal employees, so they are requesting for universal container is our client looking for recruitment process application. So when I click here next, and I need to insert an image. In order to insert an image, basically you remember whenever you are trying to insert an image, the image size should be of 20 KB only. Okay, so now here, if you want to download the image, I can go to Google and I can type universal. If I click on this universal container image, just let me go to this images section. Let me copy this image. Okay, let it be on the picture. Let it be on the desktop. Okay, OIP JPJ. Okay, when I download this file, OIP JPJ, if I need to check the properties, you can see the size of the file is 11.6. So now if I go here into my application, I'll click on insert an image. If I click on this, let this image be present in the public or corporate graphics. So I'll try to add these images in the private personal. Okay, there are no images. Let me add it to in the corporate. Go. So in order to add these images, how to add these images means I have to go to here, some option called as an documents you'll find, where I click here this plus button. Here if I click here, so you can see this documents tab. Okay, here you can click on new, and here you can give the image name as universal. Okay, just I'll add this image. If the image is present, where the image needs to be present, I'll place that image in public folders. Okay, and externally available image, because it has been downloaded from the internet, I need to set this externally available image. Please make sure. And now I'll try to browse that file. Where is that file? It is present on my desktop. Let me go to my desktop, and you can see the image is okay, OIP JPJ. Okay, when I click on here, you can see there's a save button. See, the information is that you are giving the title. Once you provide the title, anything, and you should choose as externally available image, and you should be placed in the public folders, and you need to give the path, then you need to click on the save. Okay, once this image has been uploaded, okay, you can see this logo. Now what I need to do, I have to go back to my setup, and I have to go back to my apps. Under build create apps, I need to click on all, and I need to start new. The app which I was giving it was recruitment application. Okay, okay. Okay, looking for recruitment. Okay, recruitment application. When I click on this recruitment application, so now I'll click on this insert an image. So where you can see under public photos, you can see this image, which I showed you right now. Okay, when I click on this image, okay, you can see that the image, whatever I uploaded it, you can see that particular image is there. I can click on next, and now we are creating the tabs. Okay, so what this tabs is that what all the tabs you require. So now here for this particular application, I will require job posting sites, interviewer, reviews, job application, candidates, offers, which I require. These are the tabs for my applications. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, these are the tabs will be there. And by default, the starting tab will be home. What is meant by starting tab? This will be the starting tab, and you'll have this. And if you want to place any tabs, like if you want to make reviews up, click on up wherever you want to move, like this one. Okay, this is about how to create the tabs, how to add the tabs. Okay, then this tab should be visible to which all the users. Now at the time of sign in, I'll be the user. Let me give it to system administrator and standard user. That is like within your organization, if any of your team, they should be able to visible, means you can select it as standard user, which I'm giving here. There are several profiles will be there. Okay, now you can see this particular apps has been created. Now if I switch to recruitment application, you can see whatever reviews, offer, candidate, job application, interviews. So these are called as in tabs. So what is basically an app? App is nothing but a collection of tabs in your application. What are tabs? These are nothing but the objects, okay, which are associated to the objects. Now we need to understand what is meant by objects, what is meant by tabs and all. Generally, you know, in your uh, database, you will have a tables. Okay, in the, Salesforce, tables are nothing but the objects. Okay, in tables you will have columns, that is nothing but the fields which will be present in this column. Okay, now you are able to see the tab, how to create an application. Okay, for signing up the Salesforce, as I told you, it's a free of cost. That's which I told you. See, now when you come across, okay, now this is the app which have been created. So the tabs are created. Now I told you what is the key difference is that if I go to here, organization, what is meant by okay, not organization, I'll just go to my company. Okay, if I go to my company information, you will get to know the fairly understanding, that is company information and all. You will understand the license. So when we use this enterprise edition, you'll get to know here whatever the edition. One way is that either place the mouse over, you'll get to know the edition, or the second way is going to the setup company, then you click on this company information, you'll get to know the edition. As I told you, the validity of this free license will be only 30 days trial. I registered on the previous month on 20th, so it will get expired on the coming 6th. So totally it will provide, the Salesforce will provide me 25 license. Out of this, 15 license will be there, and I am the one user. I can add 9 more people to this license. As I told you, this is a multi-tenant architecture. All the people will be working on the same environment, and the UI will also look same and free, and every user will have limited free space on the cloud, so where everyone can work collaboratively. That is the main thing. So that is only one difference is there. Okay, 25, 16 and 9 is there. So now you got to know how to create the license of this and all. So this is about how to create a simple app. So now I choose this reviews and all, right? Okay, let me click on this reviews and all. Basically what I created this recruitment application is that I was creating this application. Generally, if I go to my setup and if I go to the users, so in this editions, already 15 users were there, which I highlighted. So those are the licenses, Cynthia. Let me take the first name. Here in the Salesforce, the first it will display the last name followed with the first name. Cynthia, you can see Andrew Goldberg, Goldberg, Phil, Clark, Craig, Melissa, Frank, Amy, Andy, Harry, and Mario, Megan, Flash, and Ben and Tom is there. So in this recruitment applications, basically in the recruitment applications, there'll be three type of people will be there in generally in the recruitment organization. One will be interviewers. Okay, second one is recruiter and HR manager. The key difference between recruiter and HR manager is that recruiter will always try to bring the people from outside the market within the organization. That is the purpose of recruiter. That means they will try to hire the people outside the organization to here. HR manager, whenever the people when they join to the organization, then HR manager will be interacting with the employees till they are available within the organization. Okay. Now, in order to bring the outside people to within the organization, there should be an interview process should be there. So an interviewer is required where he can check the employees based on his or her technical or non-technical. Then HR manager, depending on the interview score, the interviewer, based on the interview score, HR manager will try to release the offer letter. So that was the application which we were trying to discuss. So whatever I highlighted here, these are all 15 users which I was just highlighting. Some may be VP of the recruitment, one can be your HR manager and all. This is about the applications which I discussed. Data modeling, that is MVC architecture is there in Salesforce. M stands for model. That is whatever we try to interact with a database is called as a model layer, which is a universal concept. In all your programming language, you'll use this. So similarly, in our Salesforce, we use a model is nothing but that objects. That is what I said. Objects are are nothing but the tables which are present in your RDBMS. Okay, fields. That is nothing but the columns which are present in the table. Okay, and the relationship, like you might have seen primary key, foreign key in your RDBMS. Similarly, you'll have lookup relationship, master detailed relationship and all. So when you come across here, I guess you might have seen there is something called as a lookup and master detail. Okay, in order to understand the difference between here, let me choose the job application and reviews. Okay, job application, and let me click on reviews. Okay, so let me create one job application. Okay, legacy application number. Basically, for the US people, they'll use like how you'll use Aadhaar card and all, right? Similarly, you need to provide the legacy application number. Now, candidate, I try to give myself. Let us try to provide. Let me pick any one of the candidate name so that. Okay, let me pick. Add the name as Sunny Ja. Okay, then since the status is open because okay, stage is okay new. Generally in the recruitment we'll have different process. This is a new profile or already the profile has been phone screened, whether the profile has been scheduled or interview completed. Let it be new. Okay, now I have created this on the parent. Sorry, Sanija. Okay, I have not created on the candidates. Let me create Sanija. So Sunny, let it be there. And mobile number, let me give, I'll try to give it in a reverse order. Let it be the number. and I try to save. As of now, I have one candidate. Okay, when I come to this job application, when I click here, I'll choose the candidate based on whatever I gave, C001. And here I try to give it as 1, 2, 3 and let it be stage as open and let it be new, and I'll click on save. So now when you see here, what is the key difference between candidates and job application? When I am thinking about candidates, you can see there's a separate owner field is there. Can you see there? And the owner Naveen Kumar is there. And in job application, you can see there's a separate owner field is there. So this is called loosely coupled. That is, even if I delete the parent record, now candidate was the parent record and application is nothing but the child record. So what is meant by loosely coupled means, even if I delete the parent record, still the child record exists. That means the child records are treated as an orphan records. Okay. Now let me see what is the relationship between master detail. Okay. So in the relationship between job application and reviews, if there is an interview process, then reviews are nothing but the feedbacks where the interviewer will be giving the feedback. I'm just highlighting what is the relationship. Now reviews I try to have. So now I need to create an interviewer. Let me have an interviewer. Let me have myself. Okay, general, and I try to give. Let me add myself. Or if you don't want to find, you can click on this employee where the users which I discuss, which can be picked. Let me choose 𝐒𝐼𝐿ogic. Okay, and let me legacy interviewer number same. If I click on this reviews, let me click on new. Okay, let me give 1, 2, 3 and recommendation. Whether the recommend for hire means whether the candidate has been selected or not selected. If it is unchecked, it is considered as not selected. If it is checked, it is considered as has been selected. Interviewer, let it me add 𝐒𝐼𝐿ogic, which we added interviewer name, which will be reason if you recommend. Okay, let me give the points based on 5 priorities. Cultural fit based on his dressings, I can give 4. Experience, okay, based on the project, I can give 4. Leadership skills is amazing, I'll give it as 4. So I have given this. Now I'll try to hire this employee. See the difference here. The relationship between job application and review is that job application is the parent and review is the child. When I click on this reviews, let me click on this review. Can you see an owner field is there? There is no separate owner field is there. Can you see there in the review? And if I go to the job application, in job application, that is app, you can see an owner field is there. This is one of the key difference, master detail, which is a tightly coupled relationship. If suppose if I try to delete the parent record, now you have reviews, which is a child record, and job application is a parent record. Now let us say I try to delete the application. Okay, if I try to delete the application, automatically the reviews which I created, let me click on refresh or let me click on go. Let me open this. So you can see is review master detail is not there. Okay, let me open this file. Okay, generally this record needs to be deleted. Okay, it has not been deleted because of interviewer was associated to that. I was trying to highlight the difference, what is meant by loosely coupled and tightly coupled. Loosely coupled means whenever you create the parent record, you'll have a separate owner field on the parent and separate owner field on the child. That is called as a loosely coupled. Whereas if I am talking about master detail relationship, when you create a record on the parent, the child record or the detailed record will always own the master owner name. So as of in this case, the job application was the master and review was nothing but um, the detail. So when I try to have a master, the child will not have a separate owner field. Whatever the owner is having the owner record, the same will have in the child record. That is called as a tightly coupled. Okay. So that is about the relationship which are there. There are four types of relationship. One is self relationship, hierarchical relationship, master, and one more was which I told you, which is nothing but master detail. And yeah, so how can you find this relationship means? So when you go to your job application, or if you click on reviews, when I click on this review tab, let me place my mouse over. Here you can see quick find search bar. You can click on view fields. So when you click see here, you'll see all the skills. Okay, you have lookup relationship, which I was just discussing here. It is nothing but a lookup. And one more field I was supposed to create here. If I create here, okay, that's the reason it was not getting created. Let me have job posting sites, master detail. Okay, I was supposed to create one field in the job application. So that's the reason. If I deleted that record, the relationship was lookup. If you try to create the record in the review, so whenever you try to delete, automatically the parent will try to delete the child record. Okay, so these are the four applications you can use. So this is about reviews. What is this reviews means? Depending on the reviews, if the person has been selected, then an offer will be released. Generally, you know this one, right? Based on the whatever the points the interviewer has or the multiple interviewers has given the feedback, then depending on the reviews, then HR manager or recruiter will try to release the offer. In small organization, HR manager and recruiter will be one and the same. In the like a big organization like MNC 5 level, say in that cases, a recruiter role will be separate, manager role will be separate. Okay, so this is about fair understanding about Salesforce. So and this job posting site, generally whenever we are posting website means either we'll post if there's a job posting means you'll either post it on LinkedIn nowadays. Earlier means they used to post it on which site, Naukri, Monster and shine.com. So depending on that, if the job openings is there, the candidates will try to apply for the interview. Once the position is open, then if the positions is open, then the candidates will be appeared. And then once a position is open, then the internal company will start searching for the employee who will be acting as an interviewer. Based on that, interviewer will start interviewing based on the technical or non-technical process. Then depending on that, once the interviewer, whether the candidate has been selected or not selected, depending on the way the interview has happened, then that particular feedback will be updated in the reviews and offers will be dispatched. Only two objects which I was supposed to release is nothing but position and job posting. I was supposed to add it here. Okay. Hope so you got some fair idea about CRM and all. Okay, how to create the apps and all. Tabs you can see. So generally, as I told you, there are three ways. MVC, model view controller. What is meant, as I told you, model is nothing but which I discussed about object, fields, and relationship. That is nothing but object is nothing but a table, fields is nothing but the columns, and relationship is like how we have primary key, foreign key. Here we have lookup, master detail, then self relationship, and hierarchical relationship. Hierarchical, I can give you the example of Tata and Reliance. So when you come across Tata, Tata is one of the brand product. Under Tata, you have multiple sub organization. One is a consulting company, like a software company, and for Tata vehicles, Tata infrastructures, and all is there. Similarly, if I take Reliance, Reliance is one of the hierarchical. Under hierarchical, we have submodules like GeoMart, and you have AGO for purchasing the dress products, and you have 𝐿, and you have different variety of products, and even this what is that, Reliance Fresh. So these all are sub industries which will belong under Reliance industry. That is called as an hierarchical relationship. Self relationship, in your database, you have you're applying primary key, or you're applying foreign key on the same table, right? Similarly, you will be applying relationship on the same object. That is called as a self relationship. But most of the time we'll be using lookup and master detail in the projects. Self and hierarchical relationship, based on the theoretical, it will be well and good, but practical, it will be very much usage. As I told you, like this type of scenarios like AGO market, and if I'm talking about Reliance and Tata, in such type of scenarios you will be using this hierarchical and self relationship. What a fair idea about this, how to create an app. And then we discussed on this. When we come across view is nothing but whatever we can see. Okay, now you can see what is view means. We can see the application. Okay, now if I see recruitment applications, I can see the tabs. What are tabs? Tabs are nothing but the visual representation of the objects. Basically, objects, when you create, it will not be the user cannot enter the record. Okay, like how you saw reviews and all. In order for creating the tabs, what I need to do, I need to create a tabs. Okay, so when I create the tabs, then only I can view the object, then I can enter the record to the object. So three things you can perform, which can be performed on the application, that is apps. Tabs, application apps is nothing but a collection of tabs. Tabs is the visual representation of the object. Third one is page layout. Okay, what is meant by page layout means, if I click on this reviews or something, you can see if I click on this record, you can see this record and all. You are able to see, suppose this particular option, if I want to place it towards the right hand side, left hand side, and alignment and all is there, right? So you can see there's a section, there's a red color bar, and here also you can see there's a separate section divided, so it will looks very clean and legible, right? That is the beauty of page layout. So these are the view part in your admin. Okay, then controller. Okay, controller is nothing but in order to apply business validation or business logic. So we have something called as a validation rule. What is meant by validation rule is to apply custom formulas. Like generally, if you develop a web application or anything, or if you have created an HTML or HTML form, you'll try to add JavaScript for validation, or you'll be using some validation like jQuery or Ajax for the form field validations or backend side validation, right? So similarly in Salesforce, if I want to whatever the objects which you have created, I want to apply certain validation, I can write a custom validation rule for that particular field. Okay, and I can also make sure workflows. I can introduce a workflow process builder. Suppose if I'm trying to insert a record, some business some decision making logic needs to be performed. That can be achieved in our Salesforce via workflows. Multi-step approval process is there. Process builders are also there. What is meant by a process builder means whenever we create a parent record, automatically the child records needs to be get created. That means whenever a position is getting created, automatically an interviewer should be assigned to that positions. So those are the things which can be achieved via controller part of your Salesforce. So once you enroll, you'll have whatever I'm telling you in the theoretical, you'll you'll work on that, then you'll understand the theoretical of that. So in Salesforce, the main thing is that you'll do more hands-on, more theory explanation, but less hands-on. You saw how fast I created an app, which it didn't took not more than 5 minutes also. So see, that is the beauty of Salesforce. Okay. Hope so you got a fair idea and understanding. I hope so everyone got some idea. about what is Salesforce or anything. Thanks everyone.